Welcome to the service clinic at Low Country Harley-Davidson. I'm Doc Harley. A little over a year ago, in May, I talked about tools and how they had progressed from cast iron to steel to aluminum and then 3D printing. Well, I'm back again to talk a little bit more about tools that I'm using that has made my life a lot easier, and I think they would make yours too. Master Tech in Las Vegas, Hiro, loves doing 3D printing and loves designing tools that help him do his job faster and better, and he's shared it with me. He has expanded his tooling over here, and I'll explain some of the tools to it, but there are two tools I think if you're a tech you really need to have because they help out on the job, and if you work at home on your motorcycle, I think they would help too. The first one is this small little tool. This tool is used for helping you adjust an M8 clutch. When these things came out, I brought out my trusty old tool. This little Craftsman tool screwdriver has been with me a long time. And yes, when you slide the plastic down, then you have to pop this out with a screwdriver, and it's getting harder and harder to get to this thing, especially with the brand new 24s where this thing is really next to the frame with the center cooler. So getting this and making sure I don't break either side, so Hiro came up with this thing. I'll have my cameraman get a little bit closer here. You can put this right up to it and push with your thumb. So easy instead of trying to get a screwdriver in there. Just pops out, fits perfectly. Then of course, you put it back together. Let me show you again. This little tool, put on the other side, use your thumb, kicks it out. I can't tell you how fast that helps me do a clutch adjustment on it. So that's one tool. The other tool is just come out. I really like it. My little screwdriver used again. The subject of primary area working in has really escalated on the internet. Compensators, primary chain adjusters, clutches, you guys are into the primary area. Well, if you're into the primary, then you're dealing with this little guy, the automatic tensioner. Now, my little Craftsman screwdriver has sharp edges. To collapse this, to get ready to put it in, I insert it, squeeze down, and rotate until this goes all the way to the very end. Then I slide it out. Now Harley-Davidson, in the manual, as you take a wire tie, put around it, and put it in. Working with a wire tie, and a lot of times you guys don't have a wire tie at home to do this, and then you're trying to get it together. Okay, so my way of doing it is put my little screwdriver in here, make sure this is lined up, rotate it, pull out my screwdriver, and then these used to come with brand new adjusters. This would go over and go in. Well, Hiro looked at this and went, okay, two tools into one. Let's make this a wind-up key. Boy, does this ever show my age with toys. Yeah, a wind-up key for toys. Put it in just like my screwdriver. Rotate it. Get it all the way to maximum. Slide it out while you're holding it. And then put this over the edge and on. Now you see this coming down, you go, oh, that's going to be in the way. What? No, it clears it. So you slide this on, put your bolts in, torque it down, and then you pop this off. Easy tool. And it takes two tools in one, and you're not dealing with this guy here. 3D printing has come a long way. I really like Hiro, a master tech who looks at a job and goes, hey, I think I could make this a little bit better, such as my big paws and holding the little keepers on valves when you're assembling them. He made these nice little tweezers that holds them. I can put one in with a little grease and the other. I can just slide it down, undo it. Yeah, it helped my big paws. Yeah, remember last year he made this manifold for M8. It was just for the manifold, and then he waited for the throttle body. Well, He's helping me out with older. This thing aligns a CV carburetor, Magnum Borelli, and a Delphi with the throttle body on and manifold. So, hey, everything he thinks about helps me do my job a little bit better. How can you get some of these? Well, he's mostly on Instagram, but he has this little form that you use the little squares, you know, and you get your camera, and these have videos and shows how to do it. I like this. And if you work on Harleys on a daily basis, or if you work in your garage and you want to make it a little bit simpler and affordable, these two work miracles all day long for you. Just wanted to share this tools that can make your life easier. It sure made my life easier, and I got a feeling Hiro's going to continue to work servicing motorcycles and look at a thing and go, hey, how can I make this easier for technicians and for you guys? I'm Doc Harley. We'll see you next week.